You're now live. Say hi.
Yay.
I don't see anybody.
So good.
Hold on. What?
Oh, God.
You. I'm going to say questions. You're the only person in there right now.
Yeah.
Questions. That's quite a delay.
Yeah, it is.
But wait a minute. How can I?
Oh, look.
Oh, yeah. I know her from.
Aniola.
Yeah, I know her from boot camp. Hi. I'm behind the scene, though.
Oh, my eyes, Lord.
Oh, my God. You don't have to shout people out.
I can. No,
You can. I'm just
people
saying.
do.
All right, bye. I don't know how to tag it or post it or whatever. I don't know how to tag it to the thing like how they do. I don't know how to do anything on here.
Oh, yay. More people.
Pin comment. There we go. Perfect. I did that. Say hi.
Hi again.
Somebody dropped in. Somebody dropped out. I think it's
I
one
didn't see
person.
anybody drop out.
Well, it says it's only one person in here. Do
No,
you
I
see?
see 2 people.
Really?
Yeah.
At the top where it says live?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's one person.
Oh, that's sorry.
Hold on. That dumb delay. Let me see here.
Sorry, we're new to this, so we're just trying to work out some kinks, and then it'll be free flowing.
All right, wait a minute. Where am I at? Is anybody in here? 2 people.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and start. Wait a minute. Let me just find the live here. Please hold. Oh, super cute. This is kind of cute. All right. So, hi.
Hi.
So, can you see me? I'm not in there. What's
Oh,
happening?
you need to come closer.
No, they can't see. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
no,
That's
I am.
delay.
I'm
Super
in there.
delay.
Perfect.
Awkward.
Can I see?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm in there. All right. So, hi. I'm Janine, obviously, and this is Christina, little sister.
Yeah.
I am... So, hi. I'm Janine. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get out of this because that's distracting and it's super delayed. But pretty much this is just a getting to know us. I think that is totally necessary. And answer any questions in case any pop up. Pretty much who we are and what we're about and why we even got started on this journey. Again, I'm Chris, and my purpose for this journey is just to be a healthier me. As far as that goes, I do workout 3 times a week.
Why?
Well, mainly because I run around on my feet all day working retail, so I'm pretty exhausted. But what I like most, I love food. I'm a big foodie. And so with this whole journey too, I look for healthy alternatives to things that are my favorite normally. So I've become as plant-based as I can be, I guess maybe I would say about 85% of the time. And with that, I find alternatives to carbs and things, going through chickpeas and legumes,
Yes, legumes.
all that jazz.
Wait.
Yes.
We're going too fast. So first, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Janine. Obviously, I already said that. And you know that from, seeing all of my stuff that I post. I am 34. I'll be 35 in July. July 17th. Yay. And I am the one who does primarily like most of the posting. This one, someone likes to remain a silent partner, so she mainly just scrolls and trolls. But she is here. She is active. She's working. She's doing her thing. A little background about me. All of my childhood, yeah, I was really athletic. Did ballet for the majority of the time, so I have a lot of muscle. When I got older, well, I had my daughter. And then, obviously not as active at that point. And then, working and whatnot. Kind of lost sight of things, get a little older, whatever. And I started gaining weight. But I always felt like I was like big because I already had that muscle mass from, working out and doing dance and things like that. Anyway, long story short, in my adulthood, I always struggle with my weight. So I feel like I'm big no matter what size I am, whether I lose or gain, I always feel like I'm big. When I look in the mirror, I just see big. So I have had surgery, and I've had back problems. So that, with my issues with my weight.
Specify what you mean. Well, not specify,
but
just
surgery.
Clarify.
So I had
your what is
surgery.
It? Surgery.
Okay, so
because
I had appendicitis, and I walked around with that for like a week, and then it ruptured, and it felt better to me. So I figured, no, everything's all right now. And then I walked around like that for another week or so, and so I walked around until I was septic. So I had to go into the hospital for like a week. And then I got a drain in because of the sepsis for like 3 months.
Yeah.
I walked around with a drain in. And then they went in to do laparoscopic surgery. And what happened was they had to open me up. So they had to cut me. So I don't know if anybody's ever had abdominal surgery. That is a bitch. Sorry, I curse sometimes, but I'm really nice. So
I curse all the time.
Anyways, so yeah, had the surgery, and recovering from that was crazy. It literally hurt to stand up. Fast forward another 6 months, I'm finally able to, get in the swing of things. I'm working out again, and my back goes out. No reason why. I had no idea. And apparently I have some ruptured disc or something like that in my back. So whatever. Anyway, fluctuating with my weight. Obviously, this go around, the main reason that it just hit me, that now I've got to get this thing under control. One, I was over 300 pounds. I'm only 5'5", so these bones were not made for over 300 pounds. Everything hurt. Everything took so much effort. It just kind of crept up on me. I wasn't expecting it. And it just hit me that my little baby is going away to college next year, and mama got to get her groove back. I got to get my life. So, not to mention I'm taking her away with her school this summer. So, I don't want to embarrass her and whatnot. I got to get snatched before I'm around the teens. I'm not that old, but I'm old enough, But anyways, that's where I'm at now. I'm working out. I am completely sedentary all day because I have to stay glued to my desk. So I primarily just sit there and I do my job for 8 hours a day. So, and considering I weighed initially like 20 pounds more than Christina, I decided that I have to do the most. So I make sure that I work out at least 5 days a week. I do the most cardio I can stand, and then I do weights. People say that you should do it the other way around, but if I do weights, I'm ready to go after that. I don't have any energy for any cardio. And so I feel like I have to make up for the fact that I'm sitting still all day long. So that, coupled with the fact that I was bigger than Chris to start off with, I just feel like I have to do more. I was going to say something else. Oh, my eating habits. So we started off the year. Let me give you a little history real quick, and then I'm going to let you give her history. So we literally were, I put it in a long post earlier. We literally were eating like McDonald's breakfast every day. And not just one of those little sandwiches, 2 of those little sandwiches.
Because it's a deal.
This is all she does all day. It's disgusting. So you get the little coupon. All right, well, instead of getting one sandwich, I might as well get two. And plus, I was over 300 pounds. So, since I got to eat, since I was hungry. And I was just, not concerned about anything. I was just eating it. And, you eat one, still a little hungry. By the time you finish that second one, I feel like I'm ready to vomit. But, I still got to eat it because that's what it is. And then I would go through the day and order out for lunch. And I was addicted to French fries because I love French fries. I was a French fry connoisseur, okay? And then dinner, we both cook. We both cook well, but we had coins. So, let's go order out because by the time you work all day and have to deal with people, you're tired. And it was just convenient and easy as it seemed at that time. And so we would go out and eat. So we were consuming probably around 4,000 calories, 4,000 to 5,000 calories,
modest,
4,000 to 6,000 calories or something like that, just in food. And then I was having soda with my breakfast, soda with my lunch, soda with my dinner, soda in between, the occasional cupcake because when you work in environments like I work, people like to do, what's those things called? Potlucks. And they love my cooking and I cook great, so here I am bringing savory, wonderful, good food. Everybody's bringing good food. I don't eat other people's foods because I think they have cats that sit on their countertops.
They
but
do.
Hey, that's that. But, they order out things and I eat it or whatever. So that behavior, I knew that I had to stop that. And like I said, this is like my fourth go round with losing a substantial amount of weight. So I know what I need to do. I knew generally how to do it for myself, but it's easier when you're in your 20s. When you hit 34, it's a little bit more. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. But clever. Yeah. So, anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. Where was I going? My food now. So I knew that I had to cut everything. So going from probably like 8,000 calories, maybe 7,000 calories, whatever. That substantial amount of calories. And then on top of everything, I wasn't moving at all. I was literally taking 2 steps. First of all, I was working from home most of the time. So I literally walked 3 steps to my office. And then I would go back to my bedroom when I was done. If I had to go somewhere, my car is in the garage, 2 steps there, go straight to the door, 2 more steps, not really exerting any type of energy at all. Because life and depression and, things just happen. You know what I mean? We always have to be strong. We have to, put on the face like everything is good no matter what's going on because, we run the world and, it just, things just pile up. But I decided that I had to take control of my life again. So we just cold turkeyed everything, every single thing. No more meat come January 1st. No more meat at all. Nothing fried.
No dairy.
Nothing that came from an animal. Oh no, we did have egg whites.
That was the only thing.
That was it. No soda. We don't drink anything. We weren't drinking anything but water. Just water. Initially. Now we've incorporated Coke Zero. Thank you, Coke Zero.
I love Coke Zero.
Every once in a while though, it's like a treat, even because I still want to keep in my mind, hey, this is not the best option. And then, yeah, so we were doing our thing, and the first month it was like fantastic. We both lost almost 30 pounds. Woohoo! And then February came in, I lost 6 pounds, and I was like, but I did the same thing I did last month. And Chris was like, well, it was working. I don't know what happened. I was like, you know what? No problem. We'll get through this, whatever. And then my boo Shar, hey Shar, I am the number 4. She's at _ I am the number 4 _ I think. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah. She was like, hey, there's a challenge. And I was like, and she was like, there's a meal plan. And I was like, well, I'm doing the vegan thing. So do they have an option for that? And she said, yes. So I said, this is exactly what I need because I will move my ass. I've been working out. I just need the meal plan. That's all I was looking for out of this. I was not expecting any, miracles. I was hoping that I would just lose more than 6 pounds in the next month. And fast forward, and I just found out that I won. I was so happy. Thank you so much to Push You. You should follow them at Push You Philly. Yeah, they have a new challenge that's coming up May 1st, but the price is going up tomorrow. So, and the challenge I don't know the last date. I don't know. Go check them out. Push You Philly. So yeah, that's where we are now. Your turn.
Yeah, I'll tell you about myself. So, I'm a little different. I grew up doing ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, modern dance techniques up from the time that I was 4 up until 17. I also did equestrian lessons. And that's about as active as I was. And with that, I'm a big foodie. I love to eat. And
we're working on correcting that mindset.
Could you just let me finish? Thanks. So with that, I was growing up being able to really just eat whatever I wanted, however I wanted it, and it would just not even exist because of how active I was. But what that does is mentally you don't realize that you need to move. So as I got older and I dropped more and more of the activities that I did, it didn't balance out what I was taking in. So I gained a lot of weight in college. I lost it when I came home, and so this is my second go around with losing weight. I started the year practically 300. I was 284, and what made me wake up and realize that I needed to change was that I was experiencing back problems where it was difficult for me to get out of bed. The best way to describe what I was experiencing was like that little skeleton toy that's all dismembered on the table and having a string that pulls it all together. Jenga style, that's what I was feeling in my back every time I woke up. And I was literally afraid to wake up because of how painful it was. I couldn't move and I would have to like get myself in order and pray that I could feel better enough to get on with my day. With that being said, I went cold turkey, plant-based, because I know how much I love food, and if I'm allowed chicken because it's healthy, I'm going to have chicken morning, noon, and night, 5 different ways, and that would defeat the purpose. So I relish still in food, but finding healthy alternatives to the things that I like has been fun for me. So where I would eat a lot of carbs, I like finding like chickpea rice and black bean pasta as my alternative. So I mentally in my mind it's like, oh, I'm eating rice, but the reality is it's plant-based and it's not as detrimental to my health as, you know, the full carbs. I work out about 3 times, not about, I do try to do 3 times a week. I work retail, so I'm always on my feet and I get exhausted. So beyond that, 3 times a week, if I'm feeling fancy, maybe 4, but usually it's 3. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I don't do a lot of postings, but I'll take pictures and things like that. I'm going to get into the habit of sharing my food stuff because I think that's very helpful. And also I find it motivational to just know that every bit that you do is still progress towards a better you. And that's what I pride myself on. I may not be able to, you know, lift the most or run the fastest, but I'm out there moving, which is more than what we were doing.
God.
Our motto is, like, we'll talk and, you know, we're like, oh man, I stink at whatever, like sit-ups or something. And I'm like, well, you only did 2. That's 2 more than you did yesterday, which was 0. And that's progress. Slow process is still progress. So whatever you're doing, as long as you're moving and you're committed, kudos to you.
Absolutely. Bestie wants to know, are we both vegans? So here's the thing about vegans, right? I feel like certain things like cookies, you can make them vegan, but they're not necessarily healthy for you or the best option for you. So we're primarily plant-based. I'm like 98% plant-based. Every now and then I'm gonna have an egg white, or if they accidentally sprinkle a little bit of blue cheese on my salad at Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna eat the shit. Sorry. Chris is like
maybe about 86-87% plant-based. How would I explain it? Yeah. I don't go out of my way. I don't need to eat meat as much as I used to. Like, there used to be a time where I'm like, it's not even a meal if there's not meat on my plate. Like, it's just a snack. It's a joke. Don't even talk to me about a salad. Like, that's like air in a bowl. So, I'm much better now. I can not have meat per se. I honestly just started introducing seafood back into my diet. all of January, we didn't have any meat whatsoever. For my birthday, which was February 12th, I'm 30, I had mussels.
Yes.
And I haven't had meat until this month. So, we don't go out
And
of
tell
our
them
way.
what happened to your body when you had it.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, it gets real right now.
Pretty much, it was just devastation. Like, I was.
If she had an explosion.
Pretty much. But, it is what it is. But that's how a healthier lifestyle is what you should be doing or ought to strive for. So completely vegan, we're as plant-based as we can be. Once in a while, we'll cheat, and then we'll regret it because, our body's just not made for it.
I don't regret when I decide to have pizza, though. I enjoy it. I like it. And I don't have it often, but it makes me happy. Especially since, I really... So, I completely drastically changed my eating habits for January 1st. Cool. Like I said, I just kind of plateaued for February. And then I did the weight loss challenge, and it was another drastic change. So I thought I was already eating healthy, cool, but it taught me exactly what I needed to do to go ahead and get over that plateau. And boy, did I. 30 pounds again. I thought that would never happen, and it did, and it probably will never happen again. But I don't really want to have 30 more pounds to lose again in a month. So I'm working. And yeah. So now I'm just going to keep on going with that because it's working. And, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True.
Yeah. You guys have any questions? We had other questions we were going to answer.
Yeah, I got them.
Because we weren't really expecting too many people to be up by the time she came home tonight. Young folk. I got a whole 17-year-old daughter.
Let's say our goals.
Yeah.
Yes, we want a better, healthier lifestyle, of course. But also, we could be a little toot our own horns. So again, I started off the year January 1st at 284 pounds. I am currently 243.
Yes! Okay, God, won't he do it?
Still a process to go. My goal is 160, and I picked that number only because based on these blogs and these things, for my height at 5'6" and 3/4, I round to 5'7". I should be about 162 to 172. So I'm going to go to by their standards. So I'm going to see what it is at 160. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to look like a bobblehead because that's what I looked like in high school. And I'm going to maybe pack on to 170. We'll see how it goes, how it looks, how I feel, and gauge it from there. But ultimately, again, it's about being healthy. So it's not set on this number, but what is healthiest for my body and for what I do and, longevity. So that's that.
I'm trying to be snatched all the way through and through. So if you guys scroll back, I have an old picture, I think, of when I was outside in the snow or something like that. I was 200 pounds in that picture. So I carry my weight, pretty compact, but I feel I remember I still had a little pudge in my stomach. I didn't have a 6-pack. I'm not looking for a 6-pack, but I want to flex every now and then. My knees. Don't get me started on these knees. So I actually hate my knees. And don't you say it. I hate my knees. I feel like no matter the biggest I've gotten, the smallest I've gotten, I just hate my knees. I feel like they're just the one part that just bothers me. I hate my arms sometimes too, but I can live with my arms. These knees, I hate these knees. So I want to get them slim and cut. I want to see my quad muscles. I just want to be able to run in only my booty shape. Just a little. It's nah. But I want to be able to shop where I want to shop. When you're bigger, you have to get what's available. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? As opposed to picking out things according to your style and how you feel and stuff like that. And I don't feel like developing a whole clothesline. So I figure I'll just lose a little bit of weight so I can go ahead and shop and, look cute. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. We try to stay motivated and motivate others because people don't realize it's mostly mental. I said it in the post earlier, Literally, I have conversations in my head. I'm like, F it, I don't feel like it today. So I know that when I say that, I have to say, okay, sis. Now you know you have goals. You know you need to do this. You know that this is especially the day that you need to go. And I had to be cautious about this because what I used to do is say, oh, come on, fat bitch. Don't even try it. You know you gotta go because this, that, and the third. I had to be gentle with myself because I don't want to internalize that negative energy. I want to be positive to myself so that I can then feel motivated to continue. I don't want to beat myself up. The world is going to do that enough. So I just, wanted to keep going and be positive. And so, like, I'm gentle with myself this go round. And I think that this time I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
Plus, I have my little sister.
I was going to say, the biggest challenge, I think, is maintaining and maintaining. It's easier when you have a partner, when you understand that partner. There's oftentimes we go out and do like some sort of class. I remember like our first, what was that? Like Super Sweat. What was that?
LA Fitness?
Yeah,
it was
terrible.
Boot camp.
No, it wasn't a boot camp, but it was extreme. And again, this was like still in January, so we were like trying to catch our breath, get our breath, and we were laying down like pedaling our legs. And
I died twice.
We died 100 times over, and we would look over at each other, and I'm like, I'm a dead roach. That's what I look like. I was like, I'm a whole dead roach, and she's like, no, you're doing it, and she's like, but I gotta stop, and I'm like, no, and you need that, because you're your own worst critic. And I'm like, man, this is no point. I'm not even moving, and these other people are all, they're pretty much kicking ass, and we're like
they seem like they were kicking ass. Now when we go in there,
yeah, it's a whole nother story. But again, like you almost set yourself up for failure, not failure, but to stop. You have those negative thoughts, so you definitely need a support system to keep you going because again, slow process is still progress. Absolutely, and I'm here for it. Absolutely,
we'll know our sizes. So in January, I wasn't even wearing clothes, okay? Because I was working at home and I just was rolling my ass out of bed and sitting in that back room. So, but when I tried to finally go in the office and had to put on pants, my size 20 pants did not fit from New York & Company. They did not fit. They were tight. I left the top button unbuttoned and it was just tragic. And everything I had was big and stretched out and I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I avoided pictures. There are literally, like, I'm trying to do side-by-sides now, and I'm like, well, they just going to have to keep on getting this fat gut picture because that's all I got with these panties on because I had totally avoided the camera. For my daughter's birthday, I didn't even want to be in the photos with anybody. For Christmas, I hid behind my cousins. Good thing they're 7 feet tall. Literally, I was just hiding. So when I tried to lose weight last year, I had size 16 pants that I had gotten into in their Rockstar from
I love that.
Old Navy. So they were like mega stretch. Couldn't fit them shits. Matter of fact, tried to put one on, got a split smooth up the inside of my thigh. So yeah, I couldn't wear that. So I was just big. I don't even know what size. I was just big. In January. And now, them 16's too big. They keep sagging in the waist. So I'm not sure what size I was. But she wears clothes every day. What size were you? You know?
I was up to an 18 again. Pushing towards a 20. But, stuffing it into that 18. My 16s that I did still have around, painful. And again, on my worst days, couldn't even pretend to get through the day. And on my better days, painfully did so. Now my 16s are swimming on me. I have to go shopping, but I'm not doing that because it'll be a waste until I get to my goal.
That's right.
But yeah, thank God for dresses.
Word, especially maxi dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Only do it. Something I was just gonna say about. Oh man, that's 35. It's coming up on me.
Mm-hmm.
What size do you want to be?
That I can't really say. Like I said, I'm gonna go with the weight thing and see how that goes. When I was, in my prime, I was like,
Didn't you just got to your prime?
Sheesh. I was like a size 8, 10, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be fine being a 12. Miss Mary J is a size 12, so.
Who's Mary J?
Blige.
I want to be a 10. Biggest. But, oh, that's what I was going to tell y'all. So, the way this body is set up, I don't know if you've noticed, but these hips are huge. And they are slow to shrink. So, when I put on the 16s, I have room in the hips, and my thighs are huge too. So, and I have room in the thighs, but that waist, I've got like a gap this big. So I have to, kind of gauge it like that. So I'm not sure what that actual size is going to look like. I just want to be my most athletic, most healthy self. Realistically, I don't care what the scale says, as long as I look how I want to look and feel how I want to feel. I just want to make sure, I know people that are my age that have died from heart attacks. I know people that are my age that have to take insulin several times a day and inject themselves with stuff and take pills all day. And I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do that at all. We have diabetics in our family. I don't want to wait for a doctor to say, oh, there's nothing else you can do. This is what you have to do. I know better, so I'm going to do better. And that's where I'm at with that. Let me see if anybody has something to say. The gapest story in my life. Word. But let me tell you something. Back in my day, we had stiff ass Guess jeans and they did not give. So I just had them big ass, that big gap. And my pop used to take me to go get my pants tailored. And I thought that was like so old and so stupid. And then I got older and realized he was putting me on to things. But,
Some of your favorite celebs do that.
Everybody does it.
Okay.
You have to. You can't just buy off the rack. Well, so anyway, you guys have any questions? Do we have any other questions we were going to answer?
I can describe my body type.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, well, no, I have.
And I don't have no boobies.
Yeah. what she has in rear, I have like in chest. So I have no butt.
None.
But I do have thighs, and that's always been like a problem with my buying jeans, is that I got to get them to fit over the thighs, and then they typically sag on the waist, which is why I like the Rockstar from Old Navy, because they do
They're not paying
great.
Us. We're not going to talk about that.
Well, you did. I know. So
sorry,
I'm doing it.
Don't give me in front of the people.
Yeah. So, and I have like big arms for now, working on that. So like those are my problem areas, really just my arm sag. It's not enough to make me not wear spaghetti straps, because I do, and I could care less.
Everything. She's flawless.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because confidence is the best thing you can own in your wardrobe.
Gives me confidence, because I'd be like, I can't put these hips in this. This will look totally, literally, I'll put on something that looks like totally respectable, like a teacher should wear it to school, and by the time I put it on, I look like I belong at the Shaky Butts because of my shape. It is so tragic. It's so annoying. But
people
something that I have to live for. Yeah, but anyway, I just want to get it how I want it. That's it.
Yeah. Furthermore, again, like we said, we're like on a healthy lifestyle. So we've been natural as well with our hair for like
forever. I can't
6, 7 years now.
Longer than that.
Longer?
I think I've been natural like 10 years now. I think I calculated it the other day. I think it's been almost 10 years. But I was addicted to heat for like 3 of those years.
Yeah, because as soon as I left college,
we were going to the Dominicans.
Yeah, I cut out heat before you.
Yeah, you did.
So I've been natural longest, as far as like, well, the only chemical I use is dyeing my hair, which I'm long due for an update. It's usually purple. Please bear with me. But other than that, there's no chemicals, there's no heat. It's going to go back to purple. Don't worry about it. So we also incorporate that as much. We'll start incorporating that into our page as well. And
American Eagle is a good place to go.
Good tip. Okay, thank you. Well, yes, definitely look into that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
No, you're fine. So yeah, with the natural hair kick, so I can start introducing that into the page too. I don't do a lot of styling anymore. The longer I've gone into the journey, the less I could, not care less, because I do take care of it, but as far as like needing curl and needing a style, I just rock out. Yeah.
I do what's easy. I do these dookie twists that's all over my head, and it comes out to this voluminous, beautiful afro, if I don't say so myself. And then when I don't feel like doing anything, I wear this bun you see here. It's my hair. Yep, I could take it out, but then I'd have to put it back, and that would be tragic. Or a puff. But yeah. As far as, you guys have any other questions? Do we have any questions about
That's all that I have here.
You guys have any questions? I know it's late.
Yeah. And that's again because I work retail and schedules is just trash, so.
And I didn't want to wait anymore.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'6" and 3/4 technically. I round up to 5'7". That's what's on my license.
I'm 5'5" and a half. I said that earlier, but I just wanted to put that in.
And I have a slight Napoleon complex. Like, people say that I'm tall, but I really feel like that's, like, trash.
That's because the majority of the people in our family are over 6'2".
Yeah.
Including my little cousins. Actually, I'm the shortest in the family, except for the 3-year-old, 5-year-old, and 6-year-old.
True story. It's not even an exaggeration. Because our baby cousins, they are, what? Miles is, what, 6'7", 6'8"?
Yeah,
and his sister is what, 6'6", 6'7"?
My grandmother's 85 and she's 6'2". But what part of your body have you grown to love over the past few months? I love having my neck back.
Yeah. What have I?
Grown to love? I still hate these knees.
You know what? I'll say that I'm growing back in love with my back in that I had many rolls back there, needing a brassiere or 3, let's just say. And now I'm just down to needing 2.
Yes. Yes. I'm hype about my back rolls going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I started off with 3 and now I'm down to a half of one because that one that's up like near my brow line is still a little, like my waist beads go inside this little half a roll right now. So yeah,
and I don't have much workout clothes. So when we started, I had like this bright yellow sports bra that was so painful, but I had to wear it because Lord knows I can't be smacking myself in the gym.
I'm gonna post it.
And now it's comfortable. So that's a win.
Rolling.
Oh, that's what we like to do too. We like to do non-scale victories, NSV.
Yes.
They are lovely because it's hard again with your mentality. You know, you're not seeing your reality all the time. So when you're able to put on that dress that you had to suck in and be a stuffed sausage in all day, and you put it on and it's slipping and you're like, oh, maybe I need another size. That's a non-scale victory. That's something that you can recognize without a number being attached to it. So those are fun.
Like if you look at that beginning challenge pic, how that damn bra wouldn't stay out of that roll because that was real shit. I couldn't fake that. That roll, I mean, I would pull it down trying to look presentable and then it would just roll right the hell back up.
Just like the cartoon.
And the shorts, they would roll back under my butt. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
You
I'm
are
laughing at your delivery of the story.
Right,
It's
well,
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And don't be fooled. I still have a little under gut situation. That's going to take forever for me to get rid of because I've had that since I had my daughter at 17, so I've had it since then. Even when I lost weight after her, because I did slim down, but I've always had that little teeny, the part at the bottom. I should show you, but then I'd have to move the light back. I'll do it another time. But anyways, yeah, I think that. What about the questions I sent you?
Oh. Bear with me.
Sai, do you have any questions for us? My daughter's sitting over there giving us the screen test. Any questions I could answer? Can you think of anything? She's a saint.
I've been trying to think about this the whole time.
What's your normal size? What do you mean by what's your normal size? Because, like I said...
If you mean like what I was going into college... I was 125, 135, which is why I'm like really weird on like what my goal should be as far as what weight number I should be, because I don't want to look like not that I don't want to look young and youthful. I don't want to look like a high school kid. If you get what I'm.
I do.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Like I don't want to
look like a kid.
Yeah.
The size you typically are in life, it doesn't fluctuate. Constant fluctuation.
Yeah.
So after high school, I'll take you all the way back to high school. After I had my daughter, so I was 145 in high school, muscle mass and everything. Now my daughter is currently 145 and she is slim. She is snatched. Okay, so I was like that in high school, but I felt big, because everybody else was a pencil. Not everybody else. A lot of people were like very, very slim. Not my stature. So I was 145 then. I was pregnant with her. Went up to 200 pounds. And then I went back down to like 165, 175, and then I hovered there for a while. And like every 3 years, I went up 20 pounds, 20, 30 pounds, and I was like, oh, I gotta get back. I'm gonna work out. Well, by the time I want to say like the last 6 years, like 6 years ago, I was 230 pounds. I thought that was big. Started working out. Cool. Got bigger, went up to 250, 260, lost some weight, got up to 270, and I was like, oh no, I'm almost 300 pounds. And guess what? I kept saying, oh, I'm 300 pounds. I'm 300 pounds. Well, sis, be careful what you put into the universe, because I was 304 pounds at the beginning of this year. And now I'm down to 234. So, yay. But this bitch was working, okay?
Yeah.
I don't do anything except take care of my kid, work out, meal prep.
Yeah.
That's the extent of it.
Yeah.
So, but I have goals. And when I'm focused on something, when I get something in my mind, that's it. I'm like forward focused. Yeah. Thanks, Boo. Yeah. What about, did you look at the questions I sent you?
Oh, I got distracted.
She gets distracted.
Easily.
Very easily.
Oh, yes. Who are you individually? Why weight loss now? Yes, the same.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I think we're going to wrap unless, how do we cook food?
I'm usually the one that cooks, so she'll say, oh, I post everything. Yeah, well, I'm cooking everything.
Okay, this recently started with my weight loss challenge because I started the cooking. I bought the meal prep things. I prepped for 3 weeks, and then she prepped for 1 week, and then I prepped for 2 weeks, and then she prepped. Really, she's just catching up right now, okay?
Nah.
Yeah.
I caught up.
Nah, you caught up?
Yeah.
Let me check the receipts.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But like I said, I'm the foodie anyway, so
yeah.
I do enjoy it. It's just, again, being exhausted after work, running around with people. But it is therapeutic, too. So, it's a catch-22.
She does the research. She likes to find new things.
Yeah. So, and like you see,
you just
I
think
like
she's just illuminated, right?
Because we really do go on a hunt for things, because I'll see or hear things, and Facebook is bugged and everything. So there are things that pop up on my feed, and I'll research it to see what the ingredients are. When we do food shopping, I cross-reference with her because she'll take into account things like sodium, which I've started to take into... Well, I've always taken into account because you said something about it, but had we not done that from the very beginning, I wouldn't have.
Carbs versus, total carbs and dietary fiber.
Microfiber.
Not microfiber.
What is
That's
it? Macro.
Macros. Your macros.
Macros. She does the math. But so again, so I always do the research as far as like finding healthy alternative and plant-based like desserts. There's these muffins, Susie's, pretty good, low sodium and calories and all that jazz. Bonza brand, as far as their pasta and rices go. Again, it's either chickpea or it's black bean. Oh,
they have
edamame.
Yeah, they have edamame as well.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the Explorer brand that has edamame.
It does. And we find ourselves usually at Wegmans because they have everything that we're usually looking for. Because she's lactose intolerant, when we first started this, I was looking for, lactose-free things. So I've discovered Silk does almond milk alternative yogurt, which is tasty to me.
But it wasn't on my meal plan.
Yeah,
so
she was. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so it was cut for her, but I get it for the niece and I. What else? Oh, and then I like to experiment with trying to do like buffalo wings using cauliflower.
Seitan?
Yeah, and seitan. They were
So
delicious.
good. So
Yeah,
good.
they were so good.
And where we differ is like I said, I literally am convincing myself that I don't need the things that I once needed, or that I don't crave the things that I once craved. So I found things that I like that work for me, and I will literally eat the same 3 things every damn day and be quite content in that. She wants to experiment sometimes, and I'd be like, nah. But every now and then I do indulge. So that you know, and I'm looking forward to when I get down to, you know, my goal weight or whatever, just, you know, eating things, you know, that are different. But, you know, when I find something that works, I just go with that. Workout schedule. And on top of that, oh, pause. So yogurt scares the shit out of me anyway, because
that's what
I was working out, and I was just fine. I was doing, you know, whatever, living my best life, working out, doing my thing, going ham. And somebody's like, I was working in the ER, and some of the other folks were like, oh yeah, we're trying Activia, blah, blah, blah. So I tried Activia. I don't just try Activia. I go get it in bulk. I have 900 little teeny Activias, okay? And I start eating it, cool. Out of nowhere, now I never had a problem with moving my bowels. I literally go after every meal. No problem there.
And especially after dairy.
Yes. But for some reason, after I started this, that's when my appendix happened, and it scared the crap out of me, because the doctors were coming in there. They were like, wow, you're lucky to be alive. Now, when somebody tells you that, you know, one time you're like, oh, yeah, whatever. But when everybody keeps telling you that, you're like, oh, shucks.
But also bear in mind, when this occurred, no sooner did you go into the hospital that Activia was recalled, too. They stopped playing.
Facts.
As soon as that happened, and they stopped playing commercials for it. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
I did research. Other people had symptoms similar to mine as well. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's the cause, but I'm convinced that that's the cause.
It's the GMO.
Right.
My daughter's answer for everything is, it's the GMO.
It
is. How do we work out the workout schedule? I work out all the time. It doesn't matter when. I will work out at 4 a.m. I will work out at 4 p.m. I will work out at 11 p.m. It doesn't matter. But I'm trying to get Chris to go with me, so, you know, I work around her schedule as well. And
I'm more inclined to do it, you know, when I'm working. So after work, I go right back out and meet up at the gym. I've just recently started running. First of all, I don't ever run. Even in my heyday, I didn't run. I don't run unless it's an emergency. An emergency in my book would be
me bleeding to death.
Yeah, I would run for that.
Or gasping for air.
I run away from squirrels, and that's about it. If a dog chases me, I'm going to punch it in the mouth. So I just don't run.
She's nuts.
But I started running because... why not? I think I'm in. So I got a Fitbit, and so I'm into like seeing what my sleep patterns are and my BPM.
She's very goal oriented, very specific.
Yeah.
Like, whereas with the weigh-ins and stuff, I'll get on the scale every day, maybe twice a day when I wake up, and it doesn't affect me in that, oh my God, I gotta freak out. It helps me set the tone for my day. Like, okay, you messed up yesterday. Let's stay on track because you're up a pound. Because it's not just one linear line on a slope going downward. It's like up 2, down 3, up 1. You know, it's constantly fluctuating, especially with cycles and everything else under the sun. So, yeah, I get on the scale like every day. And I'm like, Chris, you getting on the scale today? I want to know what you weigh. And she's like, not till Friday. And I'm like, ooh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, come on, you look so small. Come on. And she's like, not until Friday. So the good thing about the Fitbit situation with her, she has an Android, so she can't do the Apple Watch thing with me. But she, girl, bye. she loves those like tracking things and those goals that they give her, and that helps her stay on track. The only part about that though is, if she misses something, that's it. My girl says, F it for the week. Like yesterday, I was like, come on, let's go to the the gym. She's like, I can't get in 3 workouts this week now. I already missed my goal. And I'm like, oh. So that's the only downside about that part. But it usually keeps her, motivated, because when my girl is not feeling it, she is not doing nothing. And nothing you say or do will make her, okay?
True story.
So, yeah.
And that's another thing, as far as, like, what motivates us. When we go to the gym, she can't eat before going.
I'll vom.
Yeah. Whereas if I go on an empty stomach, and I'm not talking like a feast or anything, I just need something for sustenance. So if I don't get that, it's gonna be it's not pleasant.
Dead.
Yeah.
Whereas if I eat right before, I'm definitely gonna vom.
And see, I feel like I will. I've been in the case where.
Ooh, good one. Favorite workouts.
Yeah. You want to go first? Good.
I like to lift heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is knit. she's like, I can lift my fist, and that's heavy enough. These arms is heavy enough. But I like to lift as much as I can, to do weights. I like by number 10, I like to be almost struggling, and by 15, I want to be dead. Just so that I can, I feel like that's what works for me. I like to lift heavy. I like doing deadlifts because I don't want my butt to be saggy, and I like a little fatty. I like to look good. Well, it's my body. I like it. Well, I like it. Mm-hmm. And I do like to run, but I used to run, but now, like, being big, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like, have you tried to run with 300 pounds? Sis, bruh, it's tragic. It's like everything hurts, everything's moving. I did start running again recently, doing high intensity interval training. I love that. Like, sprint and then jog, or sprint and then walk. I have a love-hate relationship with the Stairmaster. That thing gets me sweating. It gets me moving. I'm sucking in my core. Everything is engaged and working, and I'm lifting up all this weight. But it wipes me out. My heart rate it used to be off the mat. Now I'm able to keep it in like the 170s range, which is still high, but it's better than it was, and I'm progressing with that.
My favorite workout, like, I like the elliptical, and the arc trainer.
Oh yeah, I love the arc trainer.
I can do, like, I do the stairs, I do the treadmill. I can't say that I'm a fan of weightlifting, but I know that it's necessary, especially for, my problem areas of the arms. So I do what I can.
I have a funny story about that.
Yeah. I think that I'm more inclined to do, like, dance and stuff. I just haven't found a good one. Being out where we are, they do Zumba, but it's not right. So I'm still on a search for proper styles.
We're going to find a dance class.
That's what I need. I need a dance class. If I were to get back into, ballet, that would be great. But I can't do a big commitment. So Zumba is probably where it's at. I just got to find some proper styles and genres.
She feels like she's dying when she's running. Sis, I understand. I feel you. I used to love running, and then I was like, this is a lot. Walking was a lot. Standing was a lot when I was bigger. So yeah, I understand.
We're from Philly. Yeah, born
Philly.
and raised. We just recently moved to the outskirts.
I was born in Drexel Hill.
Okay. The hospital building. Okay.
We lived in Drexel Hill at that time. That was before you got here.
Before my time. Mm-hmm. So I'm born and raised in Philly.
Mount Airy. Chestnut Hill.
But no, we're from.
Can I edit that out? No, it's live.
But now we're on the outskirts of Philly, so that's why it's hard to find proper dance classes.
Sis, if all you can do is skip, that is what you do until you can do something else. That's better than nothing. That's better than just, sitting still and saying F it.
And skipping is quite a workout, okay?
I know.
Are you kidding me? You're jumping in that.
That is a lot. You elevating your whole body up.
Yes.
A skip? I might start skipping.
I should skip.
We gonna skip. We gonna skip and take a video just for you, sis. For real.
That's great. That's exciting.
I'm thinking about doing jump rope as well now. I'm interested.
I want to do skipping.
I have a jump rope in my garage, and I use it sometimes, but not often.
So I'm afflicted and left-handed and very clumsy. Jump rope. Yeah, I'd rather skip it with the little skip it toy. Yeah.
Do they still sell Skip It?
Yeah, they do.
I love Skip It. You know what? That joint would skip my damn counts though, because I would count right along with it, and then by the time I look at that little ball, it didn't have shit on there, damn near.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm working on it. I hope they don't flag me or something.
Oh.
You jump rope almost daily. I saw that. How is that going? Because I think you're the reason why I wanted to start again, actually. Because I just recently was like, you know what? I'm gonna start jump roping because I did some research. Oh, I saw you do it, and then I was like, yeah, let me do some research. So that actually burns more calories than running. I read from multiple sources.
What?
I'm here for that.
Yeah. I still will trip up. I'll be like Snoopy in the Thanksgiving movie with fighting with the lawn chairs. So, yeah.
She's nuts. Yeah. Sadia's laughing at us. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless you guys have any other questions.
Oh, this was great.
This was good. Should we do this more? Should we do it earlier? An earlier time would be better?
Yeah.
Different date? I don't know if anybody's watching.
Should we do it on like a specific day of the week? Like, should we all commit to like...
Let's set a meeting.
Yeah. Is that better? I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll take a poll. I'll post a poll.
And post your comments, concerns.
Yeah. If you have any ideas for our content or anything. I just want to say this. I'm not selling nothing. I'm not. If I put something up, it's because I stand. Like, I've tried it. I believe in it. It is what it is. You can take it or leave it. You know, I am not a doctor. You should consult your doctor first. What I do is what I do for me. You may like it. All I know is me and her. But, you know, me. So, I'm not promoting something for a paycheck. I'm just trying to, you know.
Neither of us are. Stay
motivated and maybe motivate somebody else along the way.
I was going to say the only thing that I'm geared to really is just not showing the ugly side of it, but more the real side of this healthy journey. Because you see all the success, you see all the, you know, oh, I can do this, that, and the third, but how did you get there? You know, like I said, we were like dying our first couple of classes when we were trying to do stuff, and we were like, man,
I still be dying sometimes.
I die.
You should see me at boot camp.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I'm ugly as hell, you know, trying to do this. But, you know, I think it's necessary to shed light on that it's not just the success stories. It's not just the pretty outcomes. You get started at a very low place. I mean, the hell, I was on a treadmill going, what,
1.2. This bitch was killing me. Yeah. I was like, I would fall if I walked that slow. Yeah. She's like, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, you gotta move.
Yeah, I was moving. And now I'm up to 2.7. Sometimes 3. Okay.
I was about to say, she definitely did an 8 incline with 3.4 the other day. She's just trying to be humble right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
My biggest fear is falling, so that's really where it's at. But I'm able to maintain, and my ankle hasn't been hurting.
That part.
So.
Because you go to race and you don't have to use it anymore.
Right. What is it? Non-scale victory? Yes.
I was getting ready to say something. I keep telling y'all I'm old. Yeah, I forgot. Oh well.
So yeah, that's we're not selling nothing. That's all that it is.
I still have struggles. Please don't think that I'm skinny either. I'm still thick, very thick. I'm still over 200 pounds, over 230 pounds. Pictures happen at different angles, different times. I mean, you know, different times of the day. I will tell you what, if I go eat a slice of pizza right now, my stomach will look like I'm almost pregnant. Like, I bloat like that after I eat certain things. So, you know, early in the morning, if I take a pic, obviously it's going to look different. If I take a pic the same day after I eat, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I don't want to ramble.
Mumble,
I think that's it. Live should be set day and time, in my opinion, a little earlier too. Cool.
Okay.
More work pics and videos. We also need to hear from sis more often.
All right.
I've been telling her. I tell her, I'm like, Chris, did you say anything today? Did you talk to the people? Did you do anything? Nah. She's like, nah. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm glad you said it, bestie.
All right. I'm gonna start flooding with the food. How about that?
Cool.
Start cooking.
Definitely earlier, because, it's about to be... Oh, it's 11:30. Oh, my gosh. No wonder. We got to go, y'all. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, gosh.